In your mind, when you take a step back and think about what happens next, President-elect Trump has said that he will end all the conflicts. Do you believe that that's an achievable goal?
Thank you for this opportunity. I hope that these decisions are made in consultation with the parties involved, that the interests of the people are going to be taken into account. We are worried and we are concerned about what's happening. We don't want Iraq to be dragged into this war. We don't think that this is an Iraqi war. We believe that if Iraq can play a constructive, positive role in promoting peace and bringing sides together, that's good.
To your mind, how difficult is it going to be for Iraq if President-elect Trump decides to withdraw U.S. troops from Iraq?
The U.S. troops were in Iraq based on the invitation from the Iraqi government. And there was a reason. There was ISIS, terrorism, that was threatening the security of the region and actually the security of the whole world. We have that first experience here in Kurdistan. And our Peshmergas were fighting ISIS, and we wanted the coalition forces, the Americans, to come to our help and assist us, and they thankfully did. There was a coalition of forces that came to support Iraq and within Iraq, Kurdistan. We don't think that terrorism has come to an end. We think that still ISIS is intact and they have active members. They are active in different parts of, not only in Iraq, but in the region, elsewhere in the world. And we need to have that global coalition to fight terrorism. So ending the coalition forces or the coalition mission doesn't mean the end of U.S.-Iraqi relationship, even military relationship.
Walk us through how much the failure to export is hurting your government. And I'm talking to the tune of $20 billion that you've lost so far.
Yes, almost every month we lose $1 billion. So it's over $20 billion that we've lost as a result of the export of
They're bleeding you dry.
Sorry?
They're bleeding you dry.
Well, unfortunately, this is hurting the rest of the country as well. But definitely, the biggest part of the country that's suffering is Kurdistan. Unfortunately, the losses that we have suffered are not being compensated. We see the delays in the salary payment. We see reduction in the revenues of the overall Iraqi revenues, which is not in the interest of the federal government nor in the Kurdistan region.
How concerned are you by the fact that global oil production and global oil prices are, frankly, falling?
In Kurdistan, we've realized that. That's why we try to diversify our economy. We try to look at different sources of revenues to invest in agriculture, invest in different industries, invest in tourism to make sure that even if oil is no longer the only revenue or, it's not generating enough revenues for us, we have different sources of revenue.
Yeah.
I believe that Iraq should have done that. And we look at different parts of the world, especially the oil producers. They're using the revenues generated from oil and investing in different sectors so that to secure different sources for revenues for themselves when even oil is dried out and no longer is available.
You mentioned other partners and finding other partners for investment. Does the current attitude towards China coming from Washington hurt your government?
Chinese are investing in the United States. Chinese are investing in Europe. Why can't they invest in our region? And we have a law of investment, and whoever is complying and accepting our regulations and is wishing to invest in Kurdistan is welcomed.
Yeah, this has been an argument, of course, that the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia and Qatar have faced as well, pressure from the United States not to partner with China on a variety of issues and technologies, for example. Do you think it's fair?
To be fair, we are not being pressured to not, have investments from the Chinese.
Your Excellency, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.